Hi YouTubers, another quick video of what I've been up to of late. I have done some rebasing. This is a new regiment that I just finished painting. This is the Lincolnshire regiment, the green facings. Recently I was at a gaming show over in Wolverhampton, and our club did a demo game there playing Black Powder. And you can guess what's coming next. Yeah, I got rather hooked on the rules. I thought they were really nice, straightforward rules to play. Good fun, and a lot of the guys at our club play them, and some of them have got Napoleonics based up, the same as these are. So I've had to bite the bullet on the Grand Manor basing system, just because simply I want to have a game with these with my friends at the club. So I decided rather than a 30 strong battalion, I'd go down to 6 bases of 4 for a standard unit. And in a way, it's a good thing. It's going to save me quite a bit of money on buying figures, which aren't getting any cheaper. And I'm quite pleased with the result. I think they look quite good when this thing focuses. Okay, that's better. It's happier there. Yeah, done the flags. The flags are by Battle Flag. There was a company at the show selling these. I couldn't get any GMB ones, so I thought, well, these guys can have my business. So yeah, quite pleased with those. I put a bit of foil in between them before I glued them, the two halves together. And one thing I do with all my flags, regardless of what manufacturer it is, I like to go back in and re-highlight them, do a bit of lining in here and there, just to make them perhaps pop a little bit more. And as you can see, I've scuffed them in places. Just makes them stand out. The finial and cords are by Bicorn. I've painted the cords in like an ochre colour with some washes and a bit of highlighting, and I've kept just the point of the finial. I've painted that in brass. I've done that with this. These are nice finials from Bicorn, about £3 for a pack, about 5, and they're very flexible as well. They've got quite a bit of movement playing them in the metal, so you can bend them to whatever position that you want to. The flagpoles I've used are actually brass rod, which I picked up at a model show. It's hard to get hold of at war game shows, brass rodding, so I bought quite a bit of it at a model railway show that I went to. You'll notice there's a bit of sheen on the figures. I have gloss varnish. I just like gloss varnish, but I think it just shows the figures off better. To be honest, it makes the colours stand out a bit more. I know not everybody's cup of tea, but I like them. And I say the basing is purely PVA painted onto the base, and then it's dipped into a tray of sand which I got from Pet Shop. These are for bird cages and so forth. And then added a few extra pieces of rock on top. What I will do is I will do a video on how I go about painting my bases if anyone's interested, to get the effect that I've got. I rather like it. Works well for this European type basing, but the stone just adds a bit of interest. I haven't put any static grass on yet. I will do. I think I will put some grass on, some tufts on here and there, maybe just to break it up a little bit. But I don't want any to detract too much from what's going on the bases with the figures, but I will put a tiny bit on. But I do paint on the green colours. Is a mixture of greeny yellow paint, and I do put some ink washes on my bases as well to add a bit of tone to them. So I will do a demo for those if anyone's interested on how I go about painting my bases. In front you can probably see their bayonets sticking up in the air. This is my Foot Guards Battalion, first Foot Guards 3rd Battalion, 2nd Brigade, and these guys were originally based in 40, they're now down to 28, so you can imagine I've got 12 figures going spare, which I am using to create the 2nd Battalion of this brigade with the other spares I've got. So I need about 5 figures, and I've got another. This brigade will also be complete. So I've took them off their old bases, same style basing on the old bases of course. You can see most of it's still attached to their bases, and again I will PVA around those, dip them in sand and go through the same process again, and then re-add the flags to the standard bearers. So there, that is that. I've also got the West Riding Regiment awaiting. I've ordered some more of these stands, by the way, these bases. So the West Riding Regiment will be ready to do, and I'll be almost finished the Cambridgeshire Regiment. So yeah, 2 brigades on the verge of completion. I have been playing around with conversions again. I got this officer as an elite miniatures officer. I've sawn his arm off and taken a spare arm from a Victrix pack. My friend gave me some Napoleonic Victrix sprues, and this officer's arm fitted nicely where the old arm used to be, which used to be folded behind his back. I cut the hand off, and I have added a pistol, flintlock pistol, to this officer. I've replaced the sword. The other hand is holding a sword behind the back, which I've added a new blade to. So yeah, ready to take a pop at any passing Frenchman or officer approaching. The smaller figure is actually a Victrix drummer, and it does show the actual size difference between these two sizes of figure. The manufacturer's completely different, but what I wanted to do is give the effect of this drummer as a child. The heads from Victrix are very, very angular and chiselled, superb character face, good bags of character, but not really ideal for a child. So I took the head and I basically got to put a brand new scalpel blade on my scalpel, and I've pared away the plastic of where the cheeks are and on the forehead, on the brow of the head. And what it's done is created a more rounded face, and also the chin. I've taken away the corners off the chin and filed that into a more rounder face to give it a more childlike appearance. And I think once it's painted with the bandage and everything, he'll look quite good. So I'm not averse to mixing other manufacturers' figures in with my rank and file elite miniatures. Front rank is a classic case. I will be getting some front rank to add into some of them, because they do some nice little casualty figures, guys with bandaged heads and so forth. So just to get the variety of poses in, and I know there is a fair variety here. I managed the elite does produce in a battalion pack. I think composition on figure bases is quite an important aspect that we need. Sometimes people don't really take much heed of. There is a danger sometimes that all the figures can look a little bit parade groundish, like they're on troop in the colours. So I tend to, if you notice, change the angles which the guys are pointing their rifles at. This is without making any alterations to the actual figure itself. It's just the angle that you put the figures on. For instance, say that chap there that's just been hit, the guy next to him, I've turned him so he's looking, and almost the sergeant's just taking a sideward glance as this guy's keeling backwards after being struck. And the same with the drummer boy here, which I did a conversion on, obviously pointing something out to the officer, something that's approaching maybe that he's a little bit concerned about. Yeah, and I think you can do it. You can turn and move the heads on these other pair of pliers. You can twist the heads around to give them a different angle, or look to their neighbour maybe. So yeah, that's what I've done. Basically, there's that and those figures there. I did have a bash at doing a little 15mm figure for my friend who's got some 15mm AB Dutch Lancers that wanted doing. So there he is. That's the trumpeter figure for him. I don't do many 15mm nowadays, but yeah, he's not come out too bad. It's been a while since I did some 15mm, but quite pleased. Actually, quite a pretty little figure. Nice colours. Good old Dutch Lancers. So that's it for now, folks. I will be doing another video if I can get this one downloaded, because this is my daughter's tablet. It's superior to my own, but I'm hoping I can get this downloaded anyway. And then I've got some books to show you, and then moving on to my next project, which I won't say anything about now, but it's still Napoleonic, but next painting project. Alright then, cheers guys. Good to see all your videos, by the way. Keep up the great work. It's looking fantastic, and the community really seems to be rolling on now, and I'm enjoying seeing all your videos. Thank you to people who have subscribed to my videos, and yeah, I've been had a look at yours, subscribed to some new people, got some new friends in the community, and it's becoming a really interesting place to be again. So thank you very much, those who've made nice comments on my videos. Thank you very much. Cheers. Anyway, I'll be off now. Bye.